Hey everybody, how you guys doing? This is here, woman of God, and saying hello. Hey, I want to just do a little video. Um, I want to talk about God's divine intervention. Okay, it's a story I want to say, but I want to read what goes with it. Let's talk about God's divine intervention, His grace, or a part of His plans for a person's life. In divine protection, God is often seen as a protector, intervening to shield individuals from harm or difficult situations. And last, focus on faith. Many believe that the key is to maintain faith and trust in God's love and care. And the reason I want to talk about that, I had an incident happen to me and my friend, woman of faith. We were riding and the law stopped us, and a traffic violation. The third light was out, and the police came to the car and told me to get out the car. And as I was getting out the car, I would put my shoes on. Now, prior to that, the night before, I had broke my flip flops, and I had them in her car, and so as I was getting my shoes to get out, the law had his hand on his gun, and he screamed, "Put the weapon down! Put the weapon down, ma'am!" And with everything going on with police shootings, it'd be some casual traffic stop, you know what I'm saying? And you can lose your life. In that moment, God protected me. He showed me divine protection, because as the officer was hollering, telling me to put the weapon down, I had a gun. It was my shoe. So right then, only thing I could do to just diffuse the situation was to start laughing. And I mean, I was laughing, and I picked the shoe up, and I was like, "Look, this is my shoe. You being funny because I have big feet." He laughed, and he laughed too. And at that moment, I heard I heard my elder Roy in my voice in my ear saying, "Running shoes," because he called me running shoes. Just to say, how good God is to His children. That situation could have turned out all kind of different ways. You know what I'm saying? We could have lost our life. I could have lost my life that day over a shoe. And being stopped, how easy you can see just a traffic violation, being stopped because the third light was out. Both of the back lights was on. You know what I'm saying? The brake lights. And for him coming to the passenger side and telling me to get out the car, you know what I'm saying? And then thinking I had a weapon, which was a shoe, a black flip-flop. Does not look like a gun. You know what I'm saying? You had your hand on your weapon. You know what I'm saying? We just going to Washington. So to say that, we have to realize things happen for a reason. We always have to turn something negative into something positive. Because even though we laughed it off or whatever, I came home and looked like all at once I was just nerved up about the situation. But while I was there in that moment, I thank God for keeping me calm. And, I was laughing. I was just like, hey, I don't want this to go in left or whatever. But knowing that God is always with us, and even something that simple could have turned deadly. And you think about, you can just go outside, and you may forget something, and you run back in the house and realize that God saved you. Divine protection. Because people don't realize, I watch, TV and, stuff like that, to see that, a person say, or they'll testify and say, I left my keys And I had to run back in the house. And as I was going, it was a bad accident, in front of me. That could have been me. And then you think about, you hear stories like that, you know what I'm saying? But nobody even stopping to say, Lord, I thank you. I thank you for saving me. Lord, I thank you for your grace. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to share that with you guys. And just how God is so amazing, you know what I'm saying? To save us from things of the unknown, things that are foreseen that we don't even know is going to happen. And knowing that he's always with us. You know what I'm saying? We don't understand it right then. But then when you sit down and think about it, like, Lord, I thank you. You know what I'm saying? My mama, they could be getting their dress and stuff together. You know what I'm saying? Because my life could have been taken. But I thank God, because the God I serve, the God we serve, he didn't allow that to happen. He showed me favor, God's favor. And you guys have a perfect night, a blessed night. Good night.